Senator Murray. Before I present Dr. King to the committee, I'd like to call on Representative Bobby Scott, who Senator Murray and I both talked about. Who played really an indispensable role in this new law as the ranking member of the Education and Workforce Committee in the House of Representatives and represents Virginia's 3rd Congressional District. So Representative Scott, we welcome you, and we know you have a busy schedule, so if after you make your remarks, you're certainly welcome to stay or to go, whichever fits your schedule, and then I will introduce the nominee.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and Ranking Member Murray. I want to join in the comments made about the work that was done on the Every Student Succeeds Act. The work that was done was cooperative and collaborative, constructive, and I think we ended up with an excellent bill. And you indicated the list of people that support it would not have been possible without that cooperative effort. And I want to thank you and the Ranking Member for that work. And also, that couldn't have been done without a cooperative committee. So I want to thank all of the committee members. And also for the opportunity to introduce Dr. John King, an inspirational and tested leader who is before you today as President Obama's nominee to serve as United States Secretary of Education. Our nation continues to make strides in closing achievement gaps, improving graduation rates, increasing minority attainment in higher education, but there's much more work that needs to be done to fulfill our moral and civil rights obligation to ensure that every student has the opportunity to fulfill his or her academic and lifelong potential. There's no one more qualified than Dr. King to lead the department as it endeavors to fulfill that obligation, especially as we implement Every Student Succeeds Act. The fight for educational equity is a deeply personal and lifelong fight for Dr. King. His life is an extraordinary testament of the powerful role that education plays in creating opportunity. His life's journey, supported by New York public school educators he credits as role models, is a symbol of what we collectively seek for millions of disadvantaged students across the country. His belief in both the centrality of educational opportunity to the American dream and the vital necessity of second chances for our young people are founded in his impressive and improbable journey, overcoming daunting challenges early in life, going on to earn not 1 but 4 Ivy League degrees, empowering young people as an effective teacher, school leader, and charter school founder, serving as Education Commissioner for the state of New York, and now sitting before you today, nominated by the President of the United States of America to serve as the nation's top education official charged with protecting and promoting educational opportunity for all students. Acting Secretary King brings a continued commitment to advancing excellence and equity for every student, elevating the teaching profession, and improving access to higher education, college affordability, and completion rates. And while it's impossible for me to highlight his long list of experience and accomplishments with the limited time I have, I'd like to share with you just a few of his accomplishments. Before becoming acting secretary, Dr. King served at the department as principal senior advisor. In that role, he carried out duties of deputy secretary, overseeing all preschool through 12th grade education policies, programs, and strategic initiatives, as well as the operations of the department. Prior to his arrival at the department, he served as the Commissioner of Education for the state of New York, where he served as Chief Executive Officer of the State Education Department and as President of the University of the State of New York. At the time of his appointment, Dr. King was one of the nation's youngest state education leaders and the first African American and Puerto Rican to serve as the New York State Education Commissioner. Dr. King also brings to his role extensive experience leading urban public schools that are closing the achievement gap and preparing students to enter, succeed in, and graduate from college. Prior to his appointment as Senior Deputy Commissioner in the New York State Department of Education, he served as Managing Director with Uncommon Schools, a nonprofit charter management organization that operates some of the highest performing urban public schools in New York, New Jersey, and Massachusetts. Dr. King earned a Bachelor of Arts in Government from Harvard, a Master of Arts in Teaching of Social Studies from Columbia, a Juris Doctorate from Yale, and a Doctorate in Education in Educational Administrative Practice from Columbia. For his leadership on issues of education equity, Dr. King has been honored with the Ann S. Keel Award from the New York Urban League, the Eugene M. Lang Lifetime Achievement Award from the I Have a Dream Foundation, from the New York Immigration Coalition, the Builders New York Award, and the Robin Hood Foundation Heroes Award. Many of you became familiar with Dr. King during last year's successful reauthorization of the Elementary and Secondary Education Act, and no doubt found him and his staff to be accessible, responsive, and collaborative. Knowing the character and leadership of Dr. King, I know that accessibility and collaboration will persist through the remainder of his term as he and his staff at the department work closely with this committee and with the House Committee on Education and the Workforce, and I could not be more confident that Dr. King will effectively lead the department as the nation's 10th United States Secretary of Education. Mr. Chairman, it's my pleasure to introduce Dr. King.
Thank you.